Let's go to West Valley City next, where Troy has a question about the immigration bill. Troy, you're on the line with Senator Lee.
Thank you. Hello, Mr. Lee.
Hello, Troy.
I have a kind of well, you kind of answered my question in this last one, but my other question would be this. Do we have a ruler that can basically rule over us with the threat that he'll close the government down, or is the Republicans going to stand up to him and say, no, it doesn't look like that's going to happen, except they're going to back down?
Okay, great question, Troy. Short answer to your question is we don't know what's going to happen at the end of the day on this Department of Homeland Security funding bill. No one can tell the future here, and that's why we can't assume that we've lost it. I'm not wasting any time in making the arguments on the floor of the Senate in promoting and advancing this this bill that has been passed by the House of Representatives. There are some who want us to give up, some who want to say that because the Democrats have refused to allow us to proceed to the Department of Homeland Security funding bill passed by the House, that we should just give up. I'm not willing to give up because this isn't over yet. We still have options, and we need to make the case to the American people that if those on the other side of the aisle want to refuse to even allow the Senate to proceed to this bill, if they won't even let us debate it, if they won't even let us get to the point where they can introduce amendments to change it to the way they want it, they're going to have to explain to the American people why it is that they don't want to fund the Department of Homeland Security, because that's really what this amounts to. We have to remember, Troy, that ours is not a government of one. Ours is a government in which power must be shared, and the president is not a king. He's not a monarch. He's not a legislative body consisting of one person. He seems to have forgotten some of this, and that's much of what explains his decision to grant millions of people amnesty by executive order. You know, Troy, one of the interesting things about this situation is that Americans, as you know, are split on the question of granting amnesty to those who are inside of our country illegally. Some people have one idea about how we should deal with those who are illegally in the United States. Others have a very different idea. But regardless of where people stand on this issue, they're overwhelmingly united behind the idea that we can't let the President of the United States fundamentally change our immigration code, just rewrite it on his own as if Congress didn't exist. That's why I'm fighting for this every single day, and why I intend to continue to advance the need for us to vote on and pass the legislation passed by the House of Representatives that keeps the Department of Homeland Security funded, but restricts the President's ability to spend any money on his executive amnesty program.